Embark on a terrifying journey across the globe as we explore the spine-chilling lore of haunted houses from various cultures. Discover where eerie tales intertwine with hair-raising facts in the shadows of history. Stay tuned. Venture back in time with us to the origins of haunted house stories. These uncanny tales have echoed through the ages, their roots buried deep within folklore and mythology. As we stand before a spooky old Victorian house at dusk, remember, every creaking door and dimly lit hallway is a portal to the past. Haunted houses symbolize our collective fear of the unknown, the unseen. They are the physical embodiment of the supernatural, a tangible reminder of the thin veil separating the world of the living from the realm of the departed. In the misty graveyard, among the weathered tombstones, we find the cultural significance of haunted houses. They serve as a chilling reminder of our mortality, an echo of the past that resonates with our deepest fears and anxieties. Common themes emerge, traversing cultures and centuries. There are the restless spirits, seeking vengeance or resolution, the echoes of tragic events forever imprinted on the very fabric of these buildings. And then there are the houses themselves, old, decaying structures that serve as ominous reminders of the passage of time. Stay with us as we delve deeper into the realm of the supernatural, to unearth more about these chilling tales and the thrills they continue to offer. Brace yourself, for the shadows hold many secrets yet to be revealed. Let's embark on a spectral journey across the globe as we explore the haunted house tales that have left their mark on various cultures. Our first stop is the eerie Victorian house we saw at dusk. These houses, with their Gothic architecture and intricate details, have become a staple in Western horror literature, largely due to their association with the Victorian era, a time when death was an everyday reality. Now we step into the dimly lit hallway of a traditional Japanese haunted house. Here, stories often revolve around vengeful spirits known as onryo, trapped due to a violent death or unresolved grudge. Their tales have permeated modern media, most notably in films like The Ring and The Grudge. Moving on, we find ourselves in the misty graveyard of Latin American folklore, where La Llorona, the weeping woman, is believed to haunt the living forever in search of her lost children. This legend has been retold countless times in literature, movies, and even popular video games. Each culture's haunted house tales bring a unique flavor, reflecting their values, fears, and historical events. Yet they all share a universal theme: the confrontation with the unknown and the supernatural. These stories have not only shaped our collective consciousness, but also influenced modern media, from books and movies to video games and beyond. As we continue our exploration, remember, every creaking door, every shadowy corner is a story waiting to unfold. So, stay tuned as we continue to unravel the mysteries of haunted houses and their place in our global folklore. Have you ever wondered why we are so captivated by haunted house stories? Why do we seek out the thrill of a good ghost story, even as it sends shivers down our spines? Psychologists have some theories. Some suggest that our fascination with haunted houses, and the supernatural in general, stems from our innate curiosity and our desire to understand the unknown. The dimly lit hallway of a Japanese house, the eerie Victorian house at dusk, the misty graveyard, these all represent places where the boundaries between the known and the unknown blur. It's in these shadowy corners that our imagination takes flight, conjuring tales of spirits and the supernatural. Another theory posits that haunted house stories allow us to confront our own mortality in a safe and controlled environment. The idea of spirits lingering after death allows us to explore our fears and questions about what lies beyond. Then there's the adrenaline rush, the physiological response to fear that can be, paradoxically, quite enjoyable. This is why we love the suspense of a creaking door, the sudden chill that suggests a ghostly presence. It's a thrill ride, a roller coaster of emotions, and we're all strapped in for the journey. So, as we delve deeper into the lore of haunted houses, remember, there's more to these stories than just a good scare. They reflect our curiosity, our fears, and our desire to understand the great unknown. So hold on to your seats as we continue to explore the spectral world of haunted houses. Haunted houses aren't just about the thrill, the scare, or the adrenaline rush. They are also deeply rooted in the cultures and histories they originate from. Each haunting tale carries with it the echoes of its cultural background, giving us a glimpse into the values, fears, and collective psyche of a society. Let's take a step back in time and visit a spooky old Victorian house at dusk. The Victorian era was a time of rapid change and upheaval. Science was making leaps and bounds, but many mysteries of the universe still remained. This was also a time of strict societal norms and repressed emotions. The haunted houses of Victorian tales often reflect these anxieties. Ghosts are the repressed secrets, the forbidden desires, and the unvoiced fears that dwell within the walls. Now let's journey to a misty graveyard. Graveyards have been a staple of haunted tales across cultures. They symbolize our collective fear and fascination with death. The tombstones, often worn by time, carry stories of those who passed, fueling our imagination with tales of the spirits lingering around. Finally, a dimly lit hallway in a Japanese house. Japanese ghost stories, or eerie, often involve spirits trapped due to violent deaths or unfulfilled promises. The dimly lit hallway is a symbol of the liminal space, the thin veil between the living and the dead, where these spirits are said to dwell. In each of these settings, the haunted house is more than just a backdrop for a ghost story. It's a mirror, reflecting the societal norms, historical context, and cultural beliefs of the time. So the next time you read a ghost story or watch a haunted house movie, look beyond the scares. You might just uncover a piece of history, a societal critique, or a cultural insight hidden within the spectral shadows. Prepare yourself, dear viewer, as we traverse the globe to bring you spine-tingling tales from the very haunted houses we've been discussing. We'll delve into the unique narratives each house brings to life, heightening the chills with atmospheric visuals and eerie sounds. Wrap yourself in a blanket, grab some popcorn, and let's begin our journey. Our first stop is a creaky Victorian mansion bathed in the soft glow of dusk. Picture a grand staircase, ornate but worn with age, wallpaper peeling off the walls, and the strange feeling of being watched. Listen to the whispers of the wind as it rustles through the ancient trees, the distant hoot of an owl, and the chilling creaks of the old wooden floors. This is where you meet the ghost of a heartbroken widow, her secrets buried deep within the mansion's walls, her spirit unable to find peace. The tale of her forbidden love and tragic end is a chilling reminder of the repressed emotions and societal norms of the Victorian era. Our next destination is a misty graveyard, shrouded in an eerie silence. Tombstones, eroded by time, stand like silent sentinels, each one a testament to a life once lived. The wind howls, the leaves rustle, and the moonlight casts long, haunting shadows. Here the restless spirits of those long gone wander aimlessly, their stories untold, their lives unfulfilled. This spectral symphony of the graveyard reflects our collective fear and fascination with death. Our final tale takes us to the dimly lit hallway of a traditional Japanese house. The soft glow of a lone paper lantern dances on the tatami mats, and the faint sound of a shamisen echoes in the background. A spectral figure, a yurei, floats aimlessly, trapped between the world of the living and the dead. Her sorrowful tale of a violent death and unfulfilled promises is a haunting exploration of the liminal space between this life and the next. These tales, each unique yet universally chilling, remind us that haunted houses are more than just the setting for a good scare. They are the canvases upon which societies paint their deepest fears, their darkest secrets, and their most poignant reflections on life, death, and everything in between. So, when you next venture into a haunted house tale, remember, there's always more than meets the eye or the ear. Let's take a moment, dear viewer, to ponder why these haunted house tales hold such a universal appeal. The chilling Victorian mansion, the eerie graveyard, the spectral Japanese home, these are not just settings for our fears, but mirrors reflecting our collective consciousness. Each telling and retelling of these tales in every corner of the world is a testament to our shared fascination with the unknown, the unexplained, the supernatural. Imagine the spooky Victorian house at dusk. The soft, fading light paints a picture that's both beautiful and unsettling, a visual metaphor for the duality of life and death, of love and loss. The house, with its secret rooms and hidden stories, is a symbol of our own minds, filled with mysteries yet to be unraveled. Now picture the misty graveyard with its weathered tombstones. The silence is deafening, broken only by the rustle of leaves and the distant hoot of an owl. The graveyard stands as a stark reminder of our mortality, a place where the line between life and death blurs, where the living converse with the spirits of the dead. Finally, envision the dimly lit hallway in the traditional Japanese house. The creaking doors, the soft glow of the lantern, the melancholy notes of the shamisen. They all create an atmosphere that's both serene and disturbing. This is a place where the past and the present coexist, where the living and the dead occupy the same space, where the boundary between reality and the supernatural is paper thin. Haunted houses in every culture, in every era, serve as a canvas for our deepest fears and desires, our unspoken thoughts and feelings. They allow us to explore the darker corners of our psyche in a safe, controlled environment. They remind us of our shared human experience, our collective fascination with the mysteries of life, death, and what lies beyond. So, the next time you find yourself engrossed in a haunted house tale, remember, you are part of a millennia-old tradition, a global community united by the thrill of the unknown. Enjoy the chills, savor the suspense, and remember, every haunted house has a story to tell.